Welcome to another episode of Rapping Crypto. I'm one of your hosts, Dazzle Daniels, Hood Nerd Extraordinaire.
And I'm Dennis Net, aka Delta Crypto.
Today, we're going to be talking about NFTs and interoperability. And really, one of the reasons that I think talking about interoperability is going to be important is because, especially as a newbie in this space, if you don't know how to talk to other networks, it can cost you a lot of money, right? Just like Android phones aren't compatible, some Android apps aren't compatible with iPhone, and vice versa, in Windows and Linux. Um, you have to make sure that your coins are on the right network when you're sending and receiving when it comes to cryptocurrency. So, Dennis, can you tell the people what exactly is interoperability?
Man, so interoperability is when we have this opportunity to cross chain. I remember in the past you were so faithful to Polygon, even while I was on Avalanche. And if you and I ever needed to swap out assets, we had to use interoperability. We had to cross chain to do so. So one of the places I like to use to do this is Rocket Exchange, right? What y'all can see here using Rocket Exchange, if we click on networks right here, it will allow you to swap assets between networks. So we no longer had a problem of Dazzle having a Polygon wallet, me having an Avalanche wallet, and not knowing how to communicate. Now I can send her my USDC from my AVAX wallet, and she can receive the same USDC or any coin that she wants to receive. She can receive ETH, even though I send USDC, right? She can receive wrapped Bitcoin, even though I'm sending USDT. So it's just a great place that you can come and use different networks and different exchanges. And just as you scroll down to some of the networks, something very popular right now, not to the left, you scroll down through the networks, those are coins. But if you scroll down there, you see they even have Sui and Aptos, Avalanche, Clayton, all these places that you wondered, how can I get into that? You can bridge from the wallet you already have, your Ethereum wallet, your Polygon wallet, and then you can put it into your AVAX wallet. So something like that, Daz.
I think that's just like making your Android app compatible with the iPhone and making your Linux compatible with your Windows, all from one spot. And that is really powerful to me because, as I was saying before, when you're a newbie in this space, if you don't know that and you're like, oh, I need to go to this site and that site, depending on what you're actually trying to bridge to, that can get quite confusing. The shortest distance between 2 points is the straight line. And if you got a site, app that you could use where everything's under one umbrella, that minimizes the steps, which minimizes the mistakes.
Absolutely.
So next up, we're going to talk about NFTs. And NFTs are near and dear to me, right? And I feel like we've seen the hip and the hype of some projects like the Bored Apes, and you see things with these celebrities. But the reason why I like NFTs because it creates a space for the average person to be able to monetize their creativity, right? If you got some hustle in you and you can build an audience, you can, be able to leverage NFTs in a way that works for you. Dennis, can you give the people the textbook term of what an NFT is?
A non-fungible token, right? So in our last class, we talked about VC, virtual coins. These are the coins we're most familiar with. If you play NBA 2K, if you play Grand Theft Auto, things of that nature, that's called virtual coin because we can't actually pull it off, right? So they came up with these non-fungible tokens as a way to give value to digital things, right? So that's when we seen all those art pictures. I remember I had a friend that bought a picture of Donald Trump for one Ethereum when it was $100, and he sold that picture for one Ethereum when it was $3,000, right? So NFTs was a way to lock in that value into that artistry, same way that you do it with your music, as you about to show them now.
So I like to explain NFTs as being digital to receipts, right? And what you get with that receipts matters. But if you got a receipt and no product, it would be a problem. So when people are asked, "Oh, are NFTs dead?" No. Now you actually have to be a real project. That's what it is. Now you actually have to have utility, which those are the things that actually give NFTs value. Like, we're talking about the in the radio side, on the music side, right? Do you know you have to have over 100,000 streams just to get $1,000 from your music? Over 100,000 streams, right? You don't even need a fraction of direct sales, direct to consumer, right? So NFTs allows the creator to have that lane to be direct to consumer and cut all those hands out your pockets. There are no 360 deals when it comes to NFTs and music, because it's clear. You program in the splits, right? You create the product, and the product is delivered to the consumer. Fair exchange ain't no robbery. It's not, because it looks good. It actually does something. It allows you to listen to a song. How many times have you shared a song, right, and never ever been compensated for it, right? NFTs are a way to actually allow you to be able to embed that into your product, so you can let everybody to be able to participate. So that's one of the reasons why I actually like Royal Money Radio, because it is a project that allows its listeners to actually be able to participate in its ecosystem as well. You can share the songs that you're listening to and then be able to earn as well. Um, I like NFTs because, like I said, it's for the average person. You can do music, you can do media like movies, right? Indie films, music videos, and I don't. So down that side of it, I don't even know if artists and things get how that works on their actual music videos. But you, again, it's being able to create that ownership where you can deliver directly to consumer and be able to monetize. Um, you can use NFTs as sort of vaults, right? That have keys to vaults. So you can put a numerous amount of things, whether it's a song, whether it's a lecture, whether it's a music video, whether it's an ebook, whether it's a coupon code. There are so many things. One of the first NFTs that I bought actually gave me access to a community. The key worked as a vault to the community. So these are all things that the normal, average, everyday person can create. I can create a community. You can create a community that the NFT asks for a key from, right? I could have a song and don't need a record deal, but I can get as many sales, you know what I'm saying, as an artist that has a deal, because I'm going straight directly to consumer. I'm cutting out. So this is a little known fact. As soon as you upload a song onto any of those traditional distribution platforms, you automatically have 16 hands in your pocket, right? This is a way for you to actually control and make sure no one's siphoning your funds. But you're average. You don't have to be a celebrity. You don't have to be fake. No, you can just create a product that you can deliver to your consumer and deliver it via an NFT.
I
Let's
think
go.
people need to understand how far NFTs have even come. You remember one of my favorite ones to make fun of back in the day, and we enjoyed a nice laugh. They had a fart NFT. You remember that? And NFTs of farts, and like this was in the Wild Wild West, guys. NFTs didn't need value in 2019. They just had to be created. Really, anybody was buying anything. And when we think about our NFTs dead now, I think it's best that people understand what you're trying to explain to them. Those NFTs are dead. If y'all looking for a recovery of a fart NFT, if y'all think that a picture is gonna sell just because it looks cute, a digital picture, those days are over. We went through that. But now that these NFTs have utility, like you said, now that they unlock us into certain positions, like having a Bored Ape got you access to stuff that only other six-figure earners had access to. Some people are like, is it still worth it to buy a Bored Ape? Do you still want to know where the heck Steph Curry is going to be hanging out at? Because he got one. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think NFTs are dead. I think people just need to learn how to use them.
Yeah, and I mean, and then families to me need to learn how to use them. Like, oh man, it's almost gonna make me cry. But I've had some pictures, that I've never ever been able to get back. I've got water damage, heat damage, of loved ones that are no longer here with me. Right now, I can create those memories and have them forever onto the blockchain. I can make sure that my pictures and can you imagine a loved one that you've lost if you had their voice, recorded and saved onto the block, right? Like I said, you
Mm-hmm.
don't have to worry about improving and storages and different things like that. And like I said, being able to damage these keepsakes, right? Um, there's so many uses for NFTs, and that's just one, that I'm personally, utilizing, because I don't want my memories and legacies to be forgotten. You don't even have to have these to where they're privately viewable. You can have NFTs that aren't visible to the public, that are private for just you and your family, or just in your wallet. One thing too about NFTs, so you guys know, you hear about people selling grandma's house, right? They have a soul bound feature now, right? So one NFT that I created my kids is kind of like savings bonds, right? They have NFTs that are stuffed with Ethereum that have been earning interest for a few years now, right? But now those they can never sell those out of their wallet. So they will always be earning interest forever unless I break that bond, right? So there ain't no selling of the assets, because NFTs have it to where you can create that feature to where that wealth is not sellable, right? They'll always be able to benefit from it, earn that interest, but they can't sell it off. They can't sell off the bag.
And that is beautiful. That definitely solves that problem you had with those CDs, right? You ain't gonna be giving your kids no CDs when we got crypto solutions. So you want to tell them a little bit about Blockflick?
So, Blockflick is a platform that is similar to Netflix, right? But it is on the blockchain, where you can actually own your content. Like you see the creators and they have their skits, right? But they're just doing that for the visibility. They can come to Blockflick and put their series of those skits and be able to monetize, right? Versus these platforms monetizing off of them, as well as, like we said, music and movies. So the music artists can also come to this platform, be able to upload them, and be able to get that direct to consumer benefit. So that's again one of the uses of being able to utilize it for yourself, and as an independent creator, is being able to upload your actual digital content that that people would be interested in, and get it direct to consumer without having all these unnecessary steps in between. Because like I said, you're putting that content up on social media. What is it doing besides getting you views, right? Or you have to get a quadrillion views just for it to make you any money. Direct to consumer. That's what NFTs allow you to do, to be direct to consumer. You muted.
Oh, I was just saying, what happens when Tubi hears about this? They can bring some of those Tubi movies to the blockchain. Hey, I'm about to create my own movie, and now they're gonna be on Tubi. I'm gonna use BlockFi. You ready to make a movie, Dazzle? In 420, have the cameras ready. We're making a movie.
Telling you, VIP access.
Hey, and y'all might
Behind
need
the
an NFT to
scenes.
get there.
What being a hood nerd really look like.
Man, but one thing that I think I'm interested in with all that's going on with NFTs is the innovation. Like I said, it started off at just being simple JPEGs. People were downloading pictures. Even like I said, the Donald Trump picture, it was just a regular JPEG. It wasn't even good art. I just downloaded a picture of Donald Trump and somebody bought it. We got those records of Jake Paul buying $1 million NFT that's worth $10 now, because they were buying things that had no utility. And now people are starting to realize that you will need utility in this space if you want the NFT to be worth anything. And what's giving it the even upper hand? This 2025 that we did not have access to back in 2020 is AI. Dazzle, have you seen some of these AI-powered NFT projects?
Man, it's like Ready Player One in real time.
This stuff is crazy. Like this project in particular, I was looking at it and I was like, man, Dazzle is going to love this. I gotta make sure she know and tell everybody about it, because I know how she's a creator. For those that don't know, Dazzle, she said it on the show before, she's like my number one student. I came at her about NFTs. And I didn't really know how to use them myself. I just told her what I did know about them. And I told her that because she was a business creator. She used to create a lot of business for people. I said, it's very similar with an NFT. And then she took that and ran with it. Did a whole thing, started teaching people how to create their whole businesses with NFTs to support their business. And now come at her with this, saying it's new, it's innovative. And what it can do, it allows us to build AI agents. These AI agents will be NFTs. You know what I mean? Let's just scroll down a little bit so y'all can see a little bit about what these agents can do, right? We want to come down here to not just build your own. Yeah, we want to talk about building your own SUI agent. You can build one to look similar to a celebrity, or you can build one that thinks like you. The reason why I came at this with Dazzle is because I actually want her to build one that think like her. That way I'm gonna keep paying her to do all the stuff that she do. Like, hey man, just give me the bot. I'll pay the bot one-time fee, and I ain't gotta ask you every month what you charging me. Like, so as we scroll down, we see what type of bots that she can create. Like a SUI agent, for example. The first AI-powered zero-code generative infrastructure that unlocks limitless possibilities for users to generate on-chain digital AI agents. With a whole Twitter X persona turns into a meme coin. Can you imagine that? Like you're basically creating an AI agent that is an NFT. And based on
it's like having your own brand ambassador on the blockchain.
That's exactly what it is. I'm trying to say it. You took the words right out of my mouth. It's a brand. We can create a rapid crypto agent.
I'm sitting on my hands like, whoo, I can't wait to play with it.
We're gonna create a rapid crypto social media agent. This is create an AI-driven persona for Twitter to mimic influencers or celebrities. Dazzle not being the influencers, driving engagement and building connections. Join AI moderated discussions and foster communities through interactive, meaningful dialogue. Meaningful. We're gonna build a community. Y'all like this rapid crypto stuff, right? Dad, what would you do with technology like that?
Man, I definitely would build a bot that would be given all the good money making gems, and it would be accountable. So I would definitely hold you accountable. Like, hey, what'd you do to engage today? You know, type of deal. So I'm just saying, I have a whole lot of ways, but definitely to be able to engage and enforce that accountability when I'm not there, right? Like I said, it's having a brand ambassador. I was literally just having this conversation not too long ago about how brand ambassadors actually help any business as far as a marketing model. And to be able to have that one on the blockchain, to be able to be you is almost the next best thing to be able to duplicate yourself, right? Or to be able to do, so you know how they have the top influencers or leaders in certain these industries. So that persona draws people in like a magnet, right? So if you've seen the results of that persona, now you can leverage that for your business without having to actually acquire that person into your company. Like what? I don't know if they see how strong and powerful that this can be. I don't have to get a deal with Elon Musk to come over here and draw the crowd. I can have a bot that has that persona that would draw that type of audience. So the demographics of that audience that I need into my business. Like that is powerful.
Absolutely. Like I wish we still had the screen up so I could show the other third point, but there's so much that we can do with this. And like I said, I'm gonna let y'all do y'all own research and go a little bit deeper. Dad, you can tell me a little bit more about it.
Like I said, this is powerful to be able to mentor yourself, to be able to do it yourself, customize it the way just like how you would like it, how you want to respond. Like me as a business owner, it really is hard to be able to find duplication, right? Somebody or something that has that passion that be able to be me or like me, right? And then being able to trust, your baby in the hands of someone else. But AI is allowing you to create your voice, right? And be able to duplicate it so that you know that same level of quality is being distributed. So I really think this is super powerful. And I think this is neat. Like I said, I can't wait to play with it. And AI is just really making things easier. You don't have to know how to code. At first, to do all the cool stuff, only cool kids code. That's just my personal opinion, right? But now you could be one of the cool kids without even having to code. And that's one of the things that I really like about AI is leveling the programming playing field, right? to be able to customize it to your own practices and your own seasoning, right? That's really what it is. Being able to implement your own seasoning on automation. Um, which, like I said, if you couldn't code before, coding is not forever. It make my head hurt. But I know the power of being able to customize certain things, right? So, yeah.
And customize. They already actually have some pre-scripts, so you can have your Donald Trump or your Elon Musk or your whoever. As you see, these are some of the top AI bots that they have right now. And I just think it's pretty cool the way that it's all created and how these, like I said, this is to me the evolution of NFTs. They're gonna have what we said they're gonna have. They'll be token gated. This allows you access to certain things. Like Dazzle, don't you have a token gated project?
Yes. So one thing I really like about it, see, y'all was about to get started on, especially on the business side, is the metaverse side. So now being able to token gate your own world, so to speak, right? You can come on my planet unless you got the right NFT. But I like that because now you can get people from all over the world to be able to come to a medium ground and be able to experience the same experience. They don't have to catch a flight, you know what I'm saying, to be able to talk to each other and mingle, but they all, because of NFTs, and because you're able to do that. You'll be able to remove a lot of the borders when it comes. So I don't need $250,000 down for a commercial space, right? I can have a NFT business, right? It's so much cheaper to buy a digital mortar. That's the only I'm gonna say. That's not a brick and mortar, a digital mortar business, right?
Business, making up words over here.
Yeah, I'm making up words today, y'all. But I can build my walls the way that I want to, right? I don't have to get no building permits to structure my business the way that it does. It minimizes so much overhead, but I can still sell the same products that I will sell in the real world. And this is all in the NFT experience, right? So what NFTs really mean for business owners, right? To be able to utilize and operate with them is truly amazing. Like, yes, independent people, but business owners too. Oh man, like I said, just that part alone, being able to have a stationary place for your business, because nobody wants to do business at home all the time, especially if you have products. It clutters your house and different things like that. It is way easier and cost effective for me to open up a boutique on the blockchain in an NFT boutique versus trying to find some real estate here, get all the inventory inside of it, pay the insurance, pay the lights, pay the rent, pay the employees. And they even have it set up to where you can have employees who are working in the metaverse. They already have employees that are avatars running around manning the stations of these actual businesses in the metaverse.
We didn't give them all the good stuff about NFTs, but we got to go ahead and throw in the bad. I wanted to real quick bring up one of your favorite projects and let you discuss that a little bit with the team. Could you tell people about your experience with Diamond Boys?
Man, y'all listen. Make sure, like I said, the utility is there. Read your white papers. If the white paper or the light paper don't make no sense, leave it alone. If it ain't got one, leave it alone. I don't care. Nope, I don't care what they say. That there are some certain things that you need to look for, no matter what the project is. And a plan is one of them. Like, you need to be able to see that, which is your white paper or your light paper, and some utility. I'm not just gonna buy an NFT because it's cute. Puppies are cute.
But what happened to Diamond Boys though? Because that was Johnny Dang's project.
Bling bling the dang the first. I'm still waiting on my bling bling, y'all. They gonna tell us we get these NFTs and the holders get all this bling bling for having them. All it got you was access to a concert.
It didn't even do that. I went to the concert. I was in Houston. You about to? Oh, I'm so glad you didn't fly in for that. You would have been mad. It was a decent concert for a local party, but it ain't nothing to fly from Denver to Houston to come and see. So when I get there, this is the oldest part about it, right? Because this tells you at that time, this was what, 3 years ago. They didn't really know what they were doing. They were just leaning on the hype. So when I get there and they let people in free before 10. They told us to use the NFT. We had to come in early. I didn't even need. Damn. I bought the NFT. I spent my crypto on these tickets so I can bring my wife and my partner. We all met there because we had the Donna Boys thing. We wanted to celebrate with Johnny Dang and everything, right? It was free before 10, y'all. I didn't have to pay for nothing. And then when I try to show them that, hey, I already bought the ticket, they're like, oh, they didn't even know how to use it. They didn't know how to scan the NFT, how to burn the NFT. I still got the NFT. And I got
Make
to go
sure it has some utility. Y'all, that's one of the main. If it don't do nothing, it don't get you access to nothing. What you gonna buy it for? For real. Also, I would say think about is would somebody else want to buy it, right? Because the resale factor, right? That is one thing about having an NFT to be able to potentially, if you need to be able to sell it at a higher price than what you purchased it for at a later time, right? You don't want to buy anything that you can't potentially sell. You got to make sure that there's a resale market for it. But again, is there a resale market for farts? You might want to hear a fart sound. You know what I'm saying? What is the real resale market for that, right? Are there fart sound fetish folks? I don't know. Maybe that's a thing somebody enlighten me on. But yes, there are people who will be out there saying, "Oh yeah, this, and then they'll give you these promises, right? These promises. So you got to make sure that all that adds up. Because if the utility don't add up, keep on moving because it's happened before, and most of the time it's because it doesn't have any actual utility. That's why actually video gaming is one of the best places because that actually has utility. My race cars, my race horses, you know what I'm saying? Video game land. These are axe picks, you know what I'm saying? Back when Sandbox first came, you could sell swords, right? NFT swords. For people with different things like that, lamps, right? NFT lamps for people to decorate their metaverses. So you want to actually be able to have it do something.
So, what do you think about using NFTs to promote your 420 event?
Yes. So the NFTs that we utilize as far as POAP is a proof of attendance token. That's what we utilize. We actually give the ticket stubs is actually an NFT that earns interest, right? So you actually receive an NFT that earns interest as far as with your ticket purchase.
Well, not just that. Can you go ahead and give them the game? Let's pull up that flyer real quick. Give them a little game on the 420 event. Hey, that's me. Where my cowboy hat?
So the 420 experience is a place where we blend 420 culture, cryptocurrency, and entrepreneurship all in one place. It's a special time once a year for 4 days. It's always a 4-day weekend, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday that we come together. That we is to me, it's like the poster child for hood nerd culture, right? Because we're going to be able to get our learn on and turn up at the nighttime, right? So we have our speakers that are dropping gems that we wouldn't necessarily be able to get otherwise that we were in person, right? And then we have our events. We have the enhanced elevated experience, our NFT music showcase at the end. So the winner of that actually gets a 5K deal with World Money Entertainment, which is an NFT music label, where they'll be able to get their music onto the blockchain and earn $5,000 in crypto from their music.
That's fire. And I'm gonna just go ahead and warn some of y'all that's from the South like myself, where it's nice and warm. I'm from Houston, Texas, right? And our lowest degree is like 50 degrees normally throughout the year. We don't go no lower than that. So if y'all coming from down here, take 2 jackets, maybe 3. Take some luggage, take some boots. Be prepared. It has snowed on me every year. So if that's like your thing, you like some snow, come on, enjoy the snow. Come on, it's gonna be fun.
We got some BYOB hoodies for y'all. We got some crypto trader hoodies. No, we got some warm attire for you guys. You'll get
that. Yeah. Y'all can come and buy it if you ain't bring it. I had to do that last time. It's cold. But I'm telling you, I'm from Houston. Y'all, it probably wasn't number like 30 degrees or something. And for us, that's cold. I have a friend that was from Houston. He lives out there now. He had a nerve to pick me up from the airport wearing shorts on. And I just thought he lost a piece of his mind in Houston when he left because ain't no way. I had to put on 2 jackets and he walking around with some basketball shorts on. But yeah, be prepared. You see everybody there with jackets and stuff on. It will look cool. It might be warmer this year because for the first time you're having an event. It's not even retrograde.
It's not even retrograde. So who knows what's good? This gonna be one for the books. Every event that we've had for the last 5 years has been during retrograde, y'all. So this is the first one that has it. So I'm pretty excited to see what transpires at this time. But we have some really good information coming. Y'all know we got the Chicago Bitcoin Block Bully that's gonna be in the house. So pull up, get your tickets. Y'all know this ain't for everybody event. We only get 50 tickets for this event. So you snooze, you lose. You snooze, you lose.
And if y'all watched our last episode, I had brought up how whenever Dazzle and I come together, the market drops. So we want to prepare y'all. Like, it's actually a good thing because once you come to the 420 event, we're going to teach you about assets you want to buy. And following our class, you get to buy the dip because it's going to dip. When we come together, I be in shorts. Before I get on the plane, I know to put a Bitcoin short in, and then I fly on and go meet up with my sister. And by the end of the weekend, I'm taking profit from that short. Right? So y'all come out there prepared to short the market and buy the dip.
So catch us here every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern for the Rapping Crypto Show on P2G Networks TV on YouTube. If you think this information be helpful for somebody else, share this information. Like, subscribe so you don't miss out on none of this good game that we got for you guys. And until next time, blessings, good fortune, and may the profits forever be in your favor.
Peace, y'all.